What it is, Booster Boy, but we standing in with the Honey Mob. You ain't rolling with the Real Field TV, you getting rolled over. That's how that's going.
What's happening? It's your boy Fredo. Bang. Shout out to the 100 Mob. You checking in the Real Field TV right now, live in action. Let's go.
100 Mob in the building. You already know what it is with me, Warris Mouth. I'm up in the building. Mo Moody up in the building. Making Noise, No Love, featuring Mr. Kane and Kevin Gates. You already know what it is. You may as well hit the link. You already know we gonna community tab it, and you already know what's going on. So go to his IG. Go ahead on and run his numbers up. Go ahead on and tune in. And go ahead on and tap in. And you already know what it is with me. Straight up and down, here to get your mind right now. I want to talk about Lil Avid Jr. You understand what I'm talking about? I want to talk about the Bang Man. Straight up and down. You already know when some type of controversy that got to do with TBG, you know what I'm saying? All the other side, 4K Trey, you know what I'm saying? And it's, you know what I mean? Raising an eyebrow, I got to come and I got to, touch on it, man. And let niggas know what the real deal is, man. You know what I'm saying? So we can't go to running with things and all of this, man. Now, we see Lil Avid Jr. out here, man, and, he been going, 100 miles per hour out here, bro, since he really, got down with TBG as far as, really, one of the main members now, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna always be tied to that, bro, but he out here, putting out a new diss on P. Youngin. He not letting up off him, you know what I'm saying? He done already put out a main music diss, you know what I'm saying? We will touch on that. Now, the backlash and, what people is talking about for the diss is, you know what I'm saying, either way. That's not really what I'm here to talk about, you know what I'm saying? And this is why P. Youngin ain't gonna be really mentioned in the video. It's the comments for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, we see what people say in the comments and everything don't be accurate, man. But at the end of the day, he did used to play basketball and stuff like that. But it's the comment that raised my eyebrow was, they asked, was he beefing with Fredo Bang, you know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't following each other anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to look in the comments, because when I sit here and I did my research and I'm looking at Lil Avid page and I go through his followers and following, and Fredo don't pop up. He's not. You know what I'm saying? And Fredo ain't following that nigga neither no more. You know what I mean? Does that mean it's beef? This is what we here to get into, bro, because at the end of the day, man, we seen Lil Avid go up on the following post and say, this is on the account, which leads me to believe, did he get hacked? You see what I'm saying? Because this page right here, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing like the page that, you know what I mean? But he do got notable people that's following. Maybe he's starting a new page. Fredo Bang not following Lil Avid. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Because he rep the same label that this man Daddy started. So is there any real beef? I don't think that there's no beef. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it was a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got to understand, Lil Ivy is over there with Boosie nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he really kicking it, him into the Raw. You know what I'm saying? Got past their differences and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's not nothing to where, Lil Ivy can't come around. But, here's the thing. I don't know what it's for, and I don't know if they really beefing or whether they just had an argument or a disagreement, man. But like I said, they family, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what we all got to remember. We can't keep jumping the gate thinking that just because people don't follow the next person that they got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just had a disagreement or a misunderstanding. They stopped following each other because you don't want to think about a nigga or see a nigga, you know what I'm saying, as of right then when you hide at them and stuff like that. So, people go through things. But, to see this is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? They did raise eyebrows on what's going on internally, you know what I'm saying, with TBG, because it's like one Theezy, you know what I'm saying, and Fredo Bang wasn't on that, you know what I mean, good terms at one point, you know what I mean. Brothers is going to be brothers, and One Theezy is going to stand up for Fredo Bang as well as Fredo Bang going to do that for One Theezy. But Fredo Bang has been in numerous interviews recently speaking on how that go with family and how that go with his homeboys and stuff like that. Niggas ain't up on the same page at all times, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got stuff to do and stuff to tend to, and they may think another way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't expect niggas to be around each other 24/7 and to make somebody do what they want them to do, or either, follow behind another nigga. Everybody is their own man. So I don't think they beefing, but the question is, what's really going on with TBG? You know what I mean? And what's really going on with, Lil Ivy and Fredo Bang, because this ain't never been seen before. And it is, an eye raiser, for everybody that's really tuned in. Him dissing P Young and him dissing Main Music. I mean, at the end of the day, he gonna go hard for TBG. You see what I'm saying? I mean, Fredo Bang is gonna do the same thing. But when you talk about internal beef, man, these are the people that can get to you, and that's the closest to you. So they're not iron out things and they're not hash out things towards anybody that's, inside the, lower chain of TBG. And I'm speaking of affiliates, either people that's directly in the group. It need to be talked about immediately, because this is something we don't want to see no way. A lot of people felt like Lil Ivy should be just sticking to basketball. He wasn't this, he wasn't that. Well, from what I see, he grew into a man and he stepping into his own space and his own mind frame, and he laying down law, nigga, and he a grown man. So he do what he want to do. Y'all do what y'all could do. Y'all can't sit up here and say what a nigga's supposed to do and how he's supposed to play this and play that. You play soccer. You see what I'm saying? That's what you could go do. At the end of the day, Lil Ivy out here, he wanted to be a rapper. He wanted to stand on what his pop started. That's what he gonna do. I mean, this is a family business that other niggas is eating off of, that he ain't even, ate off of at the point of everybody getting hot off TBG. So he may as well start music and get hot and do what his pop set out to do, as far as, raise generations up under the TBG umbrella, as far as making money and making music and making classic moves, nigga. So at the end of the day, man, no matter what they going through, man, they gonna go through it, man. We wish them the best, man. We wish, everybody come up out of this. But sometimes people is not gonna always be up on the same page forever. It doesn't mean they don't love each other. It doesn't mean that they're not family. It doesn't mean that it's gonna go any further, because you didn't hear Lil Ivy diss Fredo Bang not one time. And you didn't hear Fredo Bang diss Lil Ivy not one time. So it's like we got to keep all that in mind, man, when we speak of these things, man. Y'all getting in the comments, man. Let me know how y'all feel about both of them not following each other. And, Lil Ivy just hopping out there. Anybody got a problem with TBG, they gonna, he gonna throw their name in the song. From NBA KD, to P Youngin, to some of the vulture niggas, it's all out for anything that ain't TBG when it come to Lil Ivy Jr., man. Do you think he should slow down? Do you think, he should keep pressing the gas and keep on standing on what his father, wanted him to probably stand for? And that's TBG to the end, bro. So at the end of the day, man, y'all get in the comments, man, and let niggas know what y'all thinking, and let niggas know what's really going on, man, because right now it's looking a little shady, brother. I'm up out of here, man.